Okay, so this one is coming from Am I Overreacting? Um, and the top ones in this category are like really short, just like text message screenshots. So this is actually the fourth top rated of the year at 36,000 upvotes. And it's the update that has the most upvotes. So there's two parts to it.
Okay.
The title is Am I Overreacting? My friend found my husband on Tinder.
Eek.
I, 29 female, and my husband, 38 male, are expecting our first baby, and I am 30 weeks pregnant. My coworker, who is also a good friend, approached me at work asking, "Does your husband have a brother that looks just like him?" I said, "Yeah, he does. Why?" Then she asked me, "Is his name John?" To which I replied, "No, it's actually not." Then she explained that she was scrolling Tinder and came across this profile that looks just like my husband. She showed me the screenshots, and I was so shocked to see that my husband is currently on Tinder using a fake name of John. Now, some backstory. We actually met on Tinder, and he used the same photos for his profile as he did when I came across his profile, and also the same biography. We met 8 years ago. I was out of town working, about 100 miles. My friend has her Tinder set to the farthest distance radius possible when I found out this information. My theory now is he must use Tinder to try and hook up with women while I'm away, as I go out of town for work for a couple of days on a regular basis. Either that or this is a one-off thing. Because his Tinder hasn't changed since I met him on there, I am worried he's had a Tinder on and off our whole relationship. Am I overreacting? Should I blow up our whole lives and marriage with a baby on the way? I haven't approached him yet about this because I don't know the best way to go about it. But I have screenshots and everything, and now that I'm back home, I've been distant and he keeps asking me what is wrong.
I would blow everything up. Fucking nuke that shit.
You know, like it's a miscommunication. Maybe he still has the profile.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, it's like the same profile, same bio. Maybe it's just the account has been there. But 8 years, would Tinder still be putting him to the top of the list? He hasn't logged in 8 years, so no, I think he's just a lazy piece of shit and doesn't update it. He probably hasn't updated his profile because he's probably a little overweight now and his pictures don't look as good. So
True, true. Okay. On to the update. Okay, wait, let me read the top comment. Girl, I would make a fake profile and match with him, then see what he's doing on there, or have a friend do it. I think you already know what he's on there for, but if you want legit proof, go get it. I fear he will try to gaslight you and lie about what he's doing.
100% do that. And also be like, honey, I think we should get a ring camera. Or even better yet, like just surprise him. Just order one and be like, "Oh yeah, I saw them on TikTok. They're great. It's good security. We totally get one." Now he can't bring bitches back.
Yeah. OP replies to that. This is a really good idea. I don't know if I have the patience to wait that long. I do not have a good poker face or acting skills.
Yeah, just blow it up. Just nuke that shit.
Okay, on to the update. I confronted my husband with the news that my friend found his Tinder profile. Many of you have wondered if it's the old account from 8 years that he just never deleted. To this, I know for a fact it is not.
But yeah,
Reason.
sorry. I feel like you got to get a little bit more proof than just finding it on there. Him just finding him on there, he could slither out of that shit. You got to get in there with a fake profile and get that definitive proof. I feel like I
Yeah.
changed my vote now.
Okay. Reasons why I know that it's not his same profile. 1. I went back through my old photos and found the screenshots I took of his profile 8 years ago, and it turns out it's not the exact same. Some photos are the same, particularly the first one, so it made me think it was the same profile. Also, the caption is slightly different, the difference of a single emoji. 2. The name changed to John. 3. The updated selections such as dream job, lifestyle selections, and interests. These all had selections with things that sound like him. These sections are new from when I used Tinder 8 years ago. 4. Above his name and age section on the first picture you come across while swiping Tinder, it says active. I have seen many of you comment and also read online that this means he has been using the account in some capacity recently, as in the last 2 weeks. I haven't been able to nail down an exact time frame. 5. People are also saying Tinder will not recommend profiles of people who are not using the app. They kind of just remove dormant users from the algorithm. And 6. He is attractive enough to have someone want to use his photos. But, reason 1, also rules out the catfishing theory. 2 of the photos are different from the 8 years ago profile, although still old, and I've seen them before, so this is why I believed it was the same. No one would have access to them. He doesn't have social media. I decided I would just talk to him rather than put myself through the stress of trying to catch him on a date, if you like pina colada style. Being pregnant, I'm really trying to stay calm and as low stress as possible for the health of my baby. Plus, tricking/trapping in relationships just isn't my style. In my mind, he's already caught. The reasons I listed above are enough proof for me. So, as many of you and myself predicted, he has resorted to gaslighting and lying. He vehemently denies that he has been using Tinder, meeting other women, or that he has had sex with anyone else, yet offers no explanation for the presence of his Tinder profile. He implores me to think logically about when he could do this, as he's home with me every night, which is true, but I had to remind him I leave him home alone for at least a couple of days per month. He insists that he loves me and is excited for our baby, etc. But when I asked to see his phone, he refused, saying, I don't want to be that couple who looks through each other's phones. I told him, given the situation, if you won't let me check your phone, then I cannot trust or believe you, and I will have to assume the worst. In my mind, we have been very happy and content recently. Things have just felt good. This just goes to show you never really know a person. I believe there must be something deeply wrong with him or our relationship to want to cheat, especially at this happy time. I have moved into the guest room for now, while I plan my next move. Yes, I will be getting an STD check. Thank you for all the advice, support, and kind words. It's instilled a sense of confidence in me to handle this.
If you're not willing to show your phone, you're fucking guilty, bro.
Done.
You're done.
You're done.
Either you hand the phone over in that moment or you're done. And he didn't. That's it. You're done.
You just confessed.
You might as well just confess at that point.
That was a confession.
You're better off confessing, and maybe she'll forgive you, which she shouldn't, but some people do. So you're better off just confessing at that point than holding your phone.
Exactly. Yeah. Top comment. I commented on the last post, but this exact same thing happened to me. The only difference is that I was dumb enough to stay. I wanted to make it work for my children. It didn't. He pretended to be interested in therapy. He pretended to be faithful. All the while, he was still meeting randoms off Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, you name it, for unprotected one-night stands. He would delete the apps before coming home and reinstall them in the morning when he got to work. My entire life felt like a lie, and I wasted too much time on him. I think you're a badass for not tolerating this behavior and for not allowing the lies and gaslighting to sway you.
I got a tip for you. If you think that your spouse is cheating and you have access to their phone and you go through your phone and there's no apps on there, even after you do like the search button and stuff and there's no apps, don't stop there. Go into the App Store, search up those apps, and you can tell whether or not they have been downloaded before. Like if I go to Tinder on my phone, it will give me like the re-download button, not the need the password to download a new app.
But that won't prove anything.
Well, then you go to the login, and does his auto password and login show up? So you might be able to find out that way.
Maybe.
And if you never met on Tinder and he's like, I've never been on that apps or anything like that, if he tells you you've had that conversation and he's a person or they're a person who's never been on it and there's the button to easily download, well, there's the first lie there. But then after you've downloaded the app, check to see if there's an auto login.
Because I feel like the auto login is fairly new, right?
I feel like almost every cell phone has like that auto login through Apple, login through Gmail, login through whatever for all these apps. So don't stop when you don't see the app. Mm-hmm. Search the App Store for the app and see if it can download easily onto the phone.
Look at you, Mr. FBI agent.
Yeah. That's
right.
That's right.
Catching these criminals.
That's
cheaters.
Right. That's right.
All right. On to you.
Okay, back to me.